Welcome to the Explainer. So, after a massive, honestly grueling 13-year wait, we are finally moving past all the wild rumors. Today, we're diving into the actual technical blueprints. We've got our hands on the officially filed patents that reveal exactly how the next colossal entry in this franchise is going to completely revolutionize the open-world genre. Now, you might be wondering, how do you even begin to top what came before? Well, these filed patents are our most accurate, completely unfiltered look into the groundbreaking mechanics of the new game. We're talking about underlying systems that literally rewrite how a digital world behaves. It's a real game changer. Okay, let's jump straight into Section 1, a dynamic, breathing world focusing on terrain and environments. To really grasp the massive scale of these upgrades, we kind of have to start right from the ground up. First off, we're getting fully dynamic, deformable terrain. Imagine this, if a huge explosion hits the dirt, it actually carves out a physical crater. And if it starts storming, those craters will dynamically fill up with rainwater and then eventually dry up naturally. Put that together with a brand new ambient occlusion lighting system that only renders exactly where you're looking, and we're getting absolutely stunning ray tracing style visuals without actually tanking the game's performance. Now, this next part solves one of the biggest headaches we've all had, those endless, permanently locked doors. Instead of the old, limited, handcrafted interiors, this new patent introduces auto-generated environments. If the game needs a random restaurant for you to run into, the system just automatically pulls from a massive library of assets to populate it on the fly. This even opens up the possibility for us to fully customize our own in-game homes. How cool is that? Moving right along to Section 2, Next-Gen AI and Animations, bringing NPCs to life. Because, let's be honest, a beautiful, sprawling city is nothing if the people in it feel like robots. And these NPCs are definitely not your old-school mindless drones anymore. Their driving logic is getting completely overhauled. They'll actively try to avoid heavy rain or annoying traffic jams. Plus, they live totally dynamic lives now. An NPC might be wearing a sharp suit to the office on a Tuesday, and then you'll spot them down at the beach in a swimsuit on Saturday. Oh, and if you pull off some crazy stunt on the street, instead of just screaming and running away, they might literally whip out their phones to record you. The tech powering how these characters actually move is called runtime targeting. So instead of storing hundreds of separate, clunky animations, the engine uses smaller, adaptable animation blocks. If your character injures their leg, they'll naturally start limping. One single piece of animation code will seamlessly fit both a skinny body type and a heavy one in real time. Which means, yep, those beloved gym and fast food mechanics from past games are pretty much guaranteed to be making a huge return. All right, let's look under the hood with Section 3, Seamless Backend Tech, focusing on multiplayer and performance. The core engine holding this massive world together is honestly getting the biggest upgrade of the whole shebang. 150. That is the unbelievable number of players we could be seeing in a single session. The new patent splits the map into these dynamic sections, right? So as you cross over invisible borders, the game just seamlessly merges player sessions in the background. Absolutely zero loading screens, just a continuous, massive multiplayer sandbox. Now, more players usually means more cheating, but there is a brilliant new anti-cheat loop designed to stop that dead in its tracks. Critical back-end variables, things like your health, your ammo, your cash, won't just sit statically in the code anymore. The system is constantly encrypting and moving them around. It only decrypts them for a split second when you take a hit or earn some money, and then instantly locks them back down. Hackers won't even be able to pin down the numbers to change them. Finally, you're probably asking yourself, how on earth is a console going to run all of this without melting? Well, instead of loading bloated, pre-rendered assets, a new patent relies on dynamic distance calculation. The engine actually calculates exactly how far away you are from a building or object, and dynamically simplifies the 3D model in real time. That saves a massive amount of file size and dramatically boosts the frame rate, keeping everything super smooth on next-gen hardware. So from physically deformable terrain and custom auto-generated interiors to hyper-intelligent NPCs and an unhackable 150-player ecosystem, we are looking at a living, breathing digital world unlike anything anyone has ever built before. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Out of everything we covered today, which next-gen feature are you most excited to experience firsthand? Thanks so much for hanging out for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.